Hi guys, Adam Snowflake here, your favorite autistic person, who is only a boy as baby puppy Dion. It is a long story about why I took back a problematic thing my family once did. Anyways, I know what you're thinking. What are you playing with? Religions are real. I'm Pandora. It's a long story, but that was meant to be the world's best woman. Yeah, that's because we wanted a culture that would have the role reversed genders, because none of the gods had a gender, and we needed a test presentation in a way fucked up people would like things, and that became women. All a god is someone who agreed to 75 nuclear particle accelerator experiments, which you can do at your home. You can do anything that's nuclear physics. It's just really weird as to why somebody would want to. Why three of them make you schmaped or schmilled, and you do come back from that, but it damages you being assaulted or beat up or hurt. It's not good to have those things in general. And it's not easy to deal with them in general. All religions of the world can actually make crazy stuff appear. You want to see some cool things my hacker just edited in for you? Yeah, religions are real, and they're usually bullshit science. It's just really the history there. You can just hate God for not being good to you, or a church, or people taking it out on you through your faith. But not everybody feels about God that way. He's actually a kind of cool person if you've read the Bible and you didn't read like a stupid bad translation of it that made him out to be an evil sky daddy that you have to bow down to and be the slave of. Like if you've actually read um a lot of different things on the Bible. He's just like a really cool person who did some cool things and people were so grateful and went wrong. And when you're an atheist, your personal opinion is, well, it's going to go wrong for me. It's going wrong like that, and I just can't forgive it. I can't believe in it. No, that's bullshit. That would be the case, and I don't like that it would ever be. And like different forms of feelings and flavors and stereotypes as SJW responds, I am an atheist as Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You want to see him? This is the real one. It only scarred me here. They pinned it here, they moved it around, and it went here. It's really the problem. It does move around. It is on a different branch today, but it really just looks like that is what pinned me to the cross, as you can see how they did it now scientifically. I do show those videos a lot. I am going back into being a kids channel. I'm not going to show you me on my magic tea, but I can also make them look like this as to proof I can do it. Um, it's cool that I'm Jesus Christ, and it's a bullshit science experiment. I kid you not, everybody needed one of a kind suffering during something called the Holocaust, and I said yes, so I got to do cool magic tricks, as I am one of those gods as a scientific experiment. Gods are just a fucked up scientist. It's cool we had to censor that for you. That's why I just start chopping off things there. As like haircuts, weird, as painful body stuff. It's cool, but the thing about science and magic being the same thing is some people are so atheistic they don't believe in science. I did have to go through that. I have a disorder called skeptica, many atheists have, and that's um sorry, I'm just gonna show my real features because I'm deep faking this video. Um the problem with skeptica, even though I am Middle Eastern, I'm just not brown usually. The problem with skeptica is it makes you believe everything bullshit until you have a very logical and rational way to do it. Atheism is a phase for most people because, like, I'm that bitch from Orange is the New Black. I did nothing wrong. I turned myself in from personal therapy. I am the main character on that show. I am played by a woman in live action, which means a human person, not an animation. So people don't believe it was me. It was in New Zealand. It was for a peace treaty. It was for 2 human weeks, my whole time there as Piper, and it was not hell or uncomfortable for me at all. I was just not even wearing the orange jumpsuit. I was just so clinically depressed. They said they make a TV show as the first streaming download for it. It was just to protect the prime minister. I didn't do any of those bad things. I had delusions at the time due to bad medicine, and they agreed to show it like what I thought it was. It's cool. All that shit happened in 2 weeks. All of us were innocent. It's a long bullshit story about me being the bitch from Shawshank Redemption. I just sometimes, for certain countries, have to agree to go to prison and shit. It's never a big deal. It happened like at a few camps when I was younger, and my family doesn't know about it, and I prefer they not know about those vacations. Because they've done it to me here as well and just told them I was going to a mental ward, and the mental ward just sent me away, which is why I was there for an extra week, and they didn't get to know, and why I had to give them a different phone number, and it was this giant mess. Um, Paul's good, he just couldn't make the drive. So, this is a tornado in a can. My mom got it for me. A lot of people are amazed if they've never seen it. Look, it's a little part of Texas. So, let me show you. Each tornado that occurs in the US is ranked from E0 to E5 depending on its emulated wind speed to the degree of damage. Then it has the wind speeds, no joke, on the back. It's hard to make them exactly like this as to why we live in a doomsday town and alternate reality as of the moment as to the yellow and gray and purple on that, even though it's lighting on this video, and you can just tell now that I'm not crazy because um ginger beer looks like this here. Wow, you have balls for drinking that. I do. I just don't actually have balls. That's the thing. These cards don't belong to cults. These cards are charity cards. You can just get unlimited earrings through them if someone agrees to buy you something. I just got this randomly at Hot Topic, and we decided to do these as picnic cards because they could be in a religion, so we gave it to the cosmos as a weird thing. I'm a scientist named Buzz Aldrin. No one ever believes I'm Buzz Aldrin. I don't care what you fucking think as to why these headphones prove that I'm Buzz Aldrin if you've even read a single thing on me about my wireless headphones and why one is always broken. I really don't care if you believe that. That proves I'm Buzz Aldrin. I don't care if you believe it. You can't disprove facts. I'm the bitch from them. I'm not my photo. Anybody who wants to be a part of history or a historical figure has to have someone else model for their picture. It's like the history of it. Google it. Google is your friend. Stop being a dumbass bitch because you believe in the wrong thing or you don't believe in anything. Look up Buzz Aldrin on Wikipedia or in a science magazine or Time. I've been on the cover of Time and American Girl Dolls. I'm a real person as Samantha. That really was my history, as July is my current doll, so I have to hang out with me. It's literally my face. It's just a different haircut. It's weird when you see that she has those features because I can change my features weird. It's just a long story about that. Me and being July. July was also an Ash. I just do that a lot. We're real. Astronauts are real. I don't know why that's such a dirty rumor. I'm just very religious, and there are religions that worship me because I agree to a particle accelerator. So all gods are technically historical figures who existed. Felix is editing proof right there in science numbers. You could just use numbers to prove anything. You just have to make it something called a metaphor. Well, what would this be if it was like food or like fruit or something? And I guess I get how it works. Never a problem that it's sometimes like people doing random things to write stories. It's cool. This is Pandora's box. It's just supposed to be all good things that want to be seen as evil because they're women or tricks or games. There's a lot of scary stories about it because we always just, when we're doing betting as the gods, because we have to do that as scientists and we all are as the gods, we say, well, how are we going to bet this on Pandora's box? My correct god is Dionysus, Eller Yuki, or the baby puppy Dion, is a long story. Or Madness, or all these other things. I'm currently doing a writing religion where I'm Adam's Song or Adam Snowflake. It's cool to be literature. You literally do become the thing. You literally can do crazy stuff nobody believes in because you can do it. Nobody is ever going to believe you, even if they've chosen not to see the video. It's just like a cool thing you can prove and do as to why you can do that now. It's like a cool thing that people don't believe in science if it looks weird, and that's why we have religions. It's science we need, science we don't explain, science that is just so special for others. We like apply it to weird stories that they call religion, that they can be the loving slave, servant, victis, devotee, guiding student, or follower of. There's just like a super special version of the the bad things that hurt you as an atheist, because for some people science, rational, logic, reason, even though you have to have it defined as opinions, are really good for them. And I am among you as an atheist. I just get fed up with the movement that I started as new atheist and shit like it, as Bracky and Braden and all those things. I don't always have a list because people just don't understand that it's okay to have different opinions because one personally hurt you so hard or people were cruel to you or they say you had to had God to hurt you as to why in their religion they really do go to hell when they say they will never, and you will. I'm that religion, you don't. I wrote the damn book, you don't. Um, I'm just a real weird guy who's a scientist, but I was that. It did turn to me. It is cool that I exist. It's a marvel because that's so weirdly science. It just wanted to be a human. We just made everything once. We're like humans, humans. And it was like, oh, wait. So I just took all the random shit and it just turned to a human. And it's really cool that I did that. I mean, it's cool. You don't have to like Miss God. I don't care. I'm just a weird teenage faggot forever. So these are my current cursed toys. I just want to show my cursed toys. Do something haunted. Do something haunted. It looks like I'm doing this not at all. Do a slow-mo. There we go. Thank you, Hermes. His name is Hermes. He's my bunny. I also have this other one that I really want to show off because they flip. These were presented on AliExpress. It is not a big deal. My mom will let she scream at me. That's a problem. It's called a mirroring effect. That's science, but it's in every religion ever as to how we invented it, as to why that's super special, as to why there's a delay in what I'm saying on it, as to why that's kind of cool, as to how you're actually seeing other worlds that only I can do. Religion is real. It's fucked up bullshit science that you kind of start to believe in when you see a mirror as to why it's not for you personally, but why most atheists aren't like it. It's deciding what hair color I should have. Every object has a life, spirit, name, and is sentient. It just usually doesn't care it's an object because it's like playing still or playing dead. It's usually not caring. I do weird shit with my objects where they have to be alive and they have to see shit because it's something called an animist and it helps science keep going. It's called the theory of nuclear physics and dynamics. Every god ever is a theory of science. They are. People are like, oh, thank God, SJW Sons is finally an atheist. I was this whole time. I just don't always call myself an atheist. I'm always just weirdly religious, and there's other people who've done the job inside of me in a blue wig with a superhero mask on. It's so weird I'm doing this. If you're Chinese, this is very special. You always have to pick a cause to support, and I'm picking atheists and science this year. It's stupid people don't listen to why religions exist because it's so special to other people, and you're being a dick because you just can't believe in it. It's just kind of cool that this video doesn't convert you. It just explains there's science behind magic. We have new proof there's magic and it's science. It's called chaos theory. I am that deification, which means I'm the experiment, because you have to put everything science you want ever to understand on a human. I'm the humanist way I could do this. That's chaos. I do rituals to develop that. It gets done. You do something repeatedly, and you keep assigning it stuff, or you learn stuff that has been assigned too hard. It becomes the cool things that are those things. I am music as well. It's kind of cool being music as to how this is what a mirror is. Not everyone knows. You can now see it. If it has a black screen, you can see extra bullshit and hidden layers because Earth is made up of layers called crusts, but they go up straight into the air and where you are now as invisible feelings that magic taps into that activates, but it's scary to just mess with like experiments 24/7. That's what witch wizards and magicians do and why most people don't do it, and why it's cool they think it's all about gods or princess bubbles or Ariel, who are real deities, even if they now we understand them to be children's shows characters, or royism, which follows Roy Harper. Anything can be a god, it just has to agree to be 3 whole times beaten and abused, and if it agrees to that for 75 years or 75 long months that become those years eventually, it dies a god or comes back a god. And then those painful things like cancer that Red has are good because she's a spirit who finish it halfway to honor a god. And they just get to have that forever as not all this cool, but I do those jobs for science, period. And we never see it as science. That's the difference between you and me. I'm an atheist who gets both. I'm a theistic atheist. You've heard so much about us. That's what we believe. We believe God's a fucked up scientist and we just believe in it. And we see it that special, but we can't let go of the fact that we just don't worship God. Or we don't believe in him as that magic, or we don't bow down to God or the gods, or we only do the gods in ways it's insulting to compare Buddha to God. So no, it's real and it's science, and you're just stupid for not believing in science. Please stop being stupid and mean and not believing in science. Um, and take care of yourself because Pandora's box is a cute little toy. It's not evil. We just wait it on the box and then I crack it open when bad stuff needs to happen to do things like nuclear experiments or stopping them. And yeah, even if that includes a bomb, it's usually when I have to do it on empty shit in the way you're imagining. As to why that's the box when we do that. As to why she just got scared. You can see that. Say hello, Hermes, say goodbye, and please be nice to scientists. We have proof of magic now. It turns out it's just science.